So today what we're doing is a Tigers rebuild because they kind of made the first big splash in free agency. And I say big because it's like not Carlos Correa or a Corey Seager, but they did bring in a pretty solid pitcher on a pretty decent sum of money. It was a pretty cheap contract if you look at it. Eduardo Rodriguez is signed for about 15 mil a season. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. He's still young, still got a chance to kind of prove to himself and to the team that he can perform at a good level. And I feel like this is a good pickup for the Tigers. Tigers still have plenty of holes in the lineup and the pitching rotation, but I feel like this is a good first step to get them to be a competitor in the AL and maybe even in the MLB. So let's rebuild them. Let's go crazy. Let's go make this team good. So I hope you enjoy it. Thumbs up if you do. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content. And of course, in the comment section down below, let me know some other crazy signings you think is going to happen. I think most of the big moves are going to happen after this new CBA happens, but maybe something crazy happens in the next couple days. Who knows? I'm going to keep contracts off because it may take more than 4 years to turn this team around. I hope it doesn't. It's not a realistic rebuild. It's just we're hopping straight into it, getting to the business. All right, so we've got Eduardo Rodriguez signed to his actual deal. I know this is 6 years, but the contract is 5 years. I think he's got an opt-out after 2 years. But the main thing is, it's a little bit over 15 mil because when the deal was first announced, the numbers were like 77 to 80 mil. So I just tried to find a little number in the middle. I think I went with like 78.5, and that's why it averages out to 15.7 mil. So for this, it's not a realistic rebuild. We're just going to hop into it, go crazy with it, maybe sign Correa, maybe sign whoever else we want. Realistically, we're just trying to make this team as good as possible, as quick as possible, and once more big name signings start to happen, then we'll do some more realistic rebuilds and other things like that. So with that being said, let's get to the draft. Let's see what we can get. All right, draft day, we got the 3rd pick. All right, 2 pitchers taken. What do we got available here? Okay, I don't like those guys. Don't like those. Oh man, is there really not going to be a 2022 or like a 2023 prospect at all? That would be a huge bummer. Okay, a right fielder, which I feel like is going to be, and a catcher. We don't necessarily need a catcher. We could. All right, that's my pick. 100%. There's no other reason to look at anybody else. I mean, we can look at the pitcher down here, the 2 pitchers. I didn't mean to do that. Ooh, hold on. Depth chart. Actually, let's go back over here. Let's take a look at the depth chart. We've got Mize, Skubal. We're gonna have Rodriguez. I'm most likely gonna bring back these 2. So I don't think the pitcher really will be part of the plans. And if anything, I would rather just sign a pitcher. Let's go with the right fielder. I'm kind of sold on that right fielder. I feel like he's gonna be pretty good. What was his last name? McMillan? Mark McMillan from Illinois, 21 years old. Looks like he's gonna hit home runs on the daily. That is our pick. All right, here we go. Next pick. Who's available? Who's not available? I think I'm just gonna go with someone a little bit crazy. I'm not gonna go another outfielder though. Let's go with the pitcher because we kind of avoided a pitcher last round. Forrest Boyer. Yeah, let's go Forrest Boyer. We'll go with him. All right, what else we got here? Last pick, we'll go with him. We'll go with the pitcher. I said I didn't really want pitchers, but you know what? We're going to do it anyways, unless that guy's still available. I feel like they're like telling me to pick him. All right, we're going to go with him, and then we're going to leave it there. Normally I do 3 rounds, but we had the, competitive balance pick or something like that. Whoo, 75 overall. Whoo. A potential, 93 potential, 75 overall speed. We'll move him to left field. He'll probably be close to an 80 overall because he can't really field. 5'7". You know what? I'm liking this. I'm liking this. What is the next one? 63 overall for Forrest, 85 potential, and then 66 overall with 82 potential. All right, and this guy's actually got kind of decent fielding, so maybe another 5'7" player. What's with the, nothing against 5'7" players because I'm not that tall either. I'm like 5'10", so it's not like I'm like, but 5'7". I feel like that happens a lot where like a lot of draft picks are like 5'7". Nothing against it. Like I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, is that really common? I don't know. Maybe maybe I'm just like overthinking something like that. But let's get through the rest of the year. I'm pretty happy with our draft. All right, so I'm pretty sure Tucker Barnhart's contract runs at least one more year, and they just acquired him, so I don't think they're just gonna cut him right after just trading for him. So let's see here. How many years does he have left on his contract? So this is gonna be the last year of his contract. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna sign him to a 1 year, 13 mil. He did have a good year. He did. Okay. Oh man, that sucks because realistically it's almost 8 mil for his last year of his contract. So to have to pay like a lot more, that kind of sucks, but that's fine. We're basically paying double for his contract this year, which is a little disappointing, but we'll make it work. Hopefully he signs it. Did he sign it? He did. All right, so we'll have a catcher for this year in Tucker Barnhart. And then now let's figure out what kind of money we're working with, and let's see what kind of free agents we can get. All right, so I looked at our team. Clearly we need some help. We've got Tucker Barnhart at catcher. That's fine. We definitely need a shortstop. I would like to get some outfield help. I do like Robbie Grossman. I think he'd be a good platoon guy. Derek Hill looks okay, especially if, but that's see potential. He's not going to grow too much more. So it might just be better to give the starting job to Daz Cameron and let him run with it. And then maybe just look for a better outfielder. And then most likely we're going to go with Torkelson at first base. I think they're trying to make him a third baseman, but realistically I feel like keep him at first is probably just a better idea. Man, Miguel Cabrera is going to be a huge bummer for us. That contract is killing us right now. So let's figure out what we can do. I already know the one player that I want. We're just going to get it out of the way now. You can have your money. We'll bump this up even more. He's looking for 29 mil. We'll just give him big boy money. He's going to get big boy money in real life. We might as well just hand it to him. Let's give him that full 31 mil. I think it's what, 186? Yep. All right, we'll do that. He should sign that. It's all his. That's what we're going to do. That essentially wipes us out of any other free agents for the rest of the window, for the offseason, I should say. I thought about going out and just picking up whatever I can. I think starters were okay. Like, obviously, it's not the best when you look at the numbers, but I think we should be okay. It still is really, really good. Bullpen could use some help. 100% bullpen could use some help, but I feel like we can get trades there. So I said an outfielder. I think we can find that fairly cheaply. That's an easy one to get. Maybe a little infield bat to help us off the bench. Let's see if we can find somebody that fits that. I could go to my tried and true Matt Duffy. We all know he is the best bench bat in the game. I'm telling you guys, you gotta go with him if you need a bench bat. But let's go with outfield. Outfield's looking a little grim right now, so I might hold off for now. I think we're gonna wait until the next stage of free agency. So that's my big contract. I need it to happen. Please give me the signing of Carlos Correa. It happened. All right. No other big moves have happened. Kirby Yates to the Angels. Starling Marte. Rodon to the Astros. Okay. And let's see. What other free agents have become available? I'm going to see if we can find anything. Let's see. Eddie Rosario's an interesting one. I mean, Tommy Pham's not a bad one either. He normally does well for at least another year. What does he want for like a year? 10 mil? I'll consider it. Chris Bryant wouldn't be a bad one either. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what other mischief we can get into. I'll see you guys if I do any other moves. All right, let's get into our first actual season. What I did was I gave, Matthew Boyd an extension for the next 3 years. I feel like he could be able to help us out for the next 3 years. And then I brought in some extra free agents to fill out the roster because I got rid of a lot of like 31, 32, 33-year-olds with deep potential. And then outside of that, I didn't really change the team up too much. I brought in Jock Peterson. We got the Correa deal. Brought in Amir Garrett. And I think that was it. I don't have a lot of money to work with. So that was another reason that I didn't go too crazy. Oh, Paul Blackburn. Another move that I didn't make. Outside of that, like I said, I didn't have a lot of money to work with. And I didn't make it any easier signing Matthew Boyd to a $10 million extension. The big issue here is Miguel Cabrera's contract. If we can get rid of that and we can start signing maybe like 2 or 3 more players for like 15 mil or 10 mil, then I think we can definitely strengthen out the team. Also, Tucker Barnhart, if we had that extra 7 mil to work with, we could have signed another pretty decent free agent, but we didn't. So we got to work with what we've got. So we've only got 3 mil in the bank. I've made the coaches better. That was a big thing that I wanted to do. I'm going to have to get a new scout apparently, but I'm not really worried about the draft anymore. So let me show you the team. This is what we got. He's got to be removed. He's going to have to be. We're going to have to get Torkelson at first base at some point. But this is what we're going to rock with. Obviously, versus lefties, Grossman as well as Victor Reyes comes in. But I feel... Oh, and also Eric Haas. But outside of that, the team is pretty straightforward, right? Like, the best players are going to be in the team. And that's what we're going to work with. So, I don't expect much this year. I really don't. Let's see what we can find. I mean, I could go out and try to trade somebody. I want to see if Miguel Cabrera retires. That's kind of the big thing here. If he doesn't retire, then I will get rid of him. I would like to get like a closer. I know Gregory Soto was fantastic this year, but I don't think he's a closer for us. Like, he's going to be decent, but I just don't think he's going to be a closer for us. So I would like to go out and find a way to get a closer. How am I going to do that? Who am I going to steal from another team? Who is that person? I don't want Rizal. Ooh, and a lot of them become free agents too. So it's kind of like, do I take the risk in losing them right away? You know what I mean? That's another thing that I'm kind of worried about, because like a lot of them become free agents. What about Giovanni Gallegos? Who can I give you? I'm not going to use Jake Rogers. I'm not. I mean, I'm not. Is that going to get us a deal? Oh, it might. Let's see here. I'll also give you him and him. All right, Gallegos is in the team. There it is. Sald. We'll send down. Let's see. Who had a bad year last year? Michael Fulmer did. We'll send down him. AAA. And then we should be good now. I think that's a pretty decent little snag for us. So let's rock with that as our only trade for season 1, because I don't think we're going to be too great this year, and I don't want to like clear out the farm system just yet. So yeah, let's leave it there. Let's get into season 1. All right, we're at the deadline. We're like 11 games out in the division and also the wild card. Offensively, we're kind of bad. A little disappointing. So I feel like we should probably start changing some things up. I'm thinking it's time for Mickey to hit the bench. Torkelson's going to take first base, and then we're going to go from there and then see what else we can get. Like I said, Robbie Grossman versus lefties is a fantastic player to have, but my other moves aren't doing fantastic either. So we got to figure something out. I think Jonathan Scope should probably only face lefties. So that's something I got to take into consideration too, especially since we have him next year. So that's another thing I got to. So maybe, how's he doing? 232 or whoa, even worse, 223. What's going on here? That's not good to see. Torkelson's definitely going to get the call up, so he's going to be our first baseman. Maybe a guy to split time with, what's his name? Scope. Willie Castro could be that guy. Does he hit lefties well? He does. Okay. Willie Castro is going to get called up, so he's going to be splitting time with Scope. We're going to call Torkelson up to play first base. And then looking at this, what happened? I checked like a month ago. He had like a 2.8 ERA. Something happened. But I think even Gallegos, man, is getting rocked. What is going on? Okay. What I'm thinking is let's just see what we can find on the trade block, and we'll go from there. Yes. This solves all our catcher problems. Because even Eric Haas isn't doing great. Boom. Carson Kelly, straight up for Eric Haas. I don't know how we did it, but it just happened. Victor Robles, I never trade for him. And the reason is I usually get seasons like this. A 190 average with a 545 OPS. But 300, 387, 835 OPS. He looks pretty decent. I'll show you his attributes as well. They're going up by a lot. Maybe this is the time to get him. I've looked at other options. I've pretty much kind of gotten almost every other center fielder that there is known to man. It's a little bit different. On top of that, he's going to be a cheap contract. That's another thing I was looking at. Could I go out and get Cedric Mullins? Yes. I definitely could. But I want to try something different. I want to see how Victor Robles does. If he doesn't do well, he has a potential. He's a high overall. He's still young. He's going to have trade value. We can trade him for another center fielder. That's a guaranteed killer. All right. So Victor Robles slots in. We move him down a little bit. We can shift this lineup around however we need to. And then I think we're going to have a spot. So he gets called up to the bigs. I signed this guy. I could use him. He looks okay. Maybe he pops off a little bit more. How's he doing? He's killing it in AA. So maybe we use him next year if need be. We will rock with him here. Lower him a little bit in the lineup. And then I also need to add Carson Kelly. But I think that's it for this season. Let's get to the end of it. All right, season's over. Not great. We finished 79 and 83. 7 games out. Okay, a lot better. 2 games closer than what we had at the All-Star break or the trade deadline for the wild card. It wasn't a bad year. We definitely do have a lot of work to do. And I mean, if you look at the offensive lineup, we'll go through it pretty quickly. I mean, Akil Baddoo, this is our leadoff guy, especially versus righties. It's perfect. Harold Castro, kind of a glitchy little bat. We might keep him, we might not. I think he's gonna be more of a bench bat for us. Candelario, man. I'll think about him. I think versus lefties is where he's gonna thrive. So I feel like we're gonna have to find a righty killer, especially for that second base / third base spot, because Candelario and Scope hit lefties really well. And I think that's where Willie Castro comes in. He can play those 2 positions for us. That's our solution. We don't have to spend any money. Jonathan Scope, definitely need to only face lefties. Carlos Correa was expecting a little bit more, but first season, he'll pop off next year. I mean, not much went down. We're good to go. Next up, Torkelson. There it is. Just to start for Torkelson. Victor Robles probably went down a little bit, but you know what? I still have faith. Things are going to be okay. Victor Reyes was all right. Carson Kelly, and then back to Baddoo. Our bench is our bench. You know, like I'm not too worried about it. But we're going to get Willie Castro a lot more involved, especially versus lefties in that second base, third base spot. So I feel like that's our solution there. Bullpen. What do we got going on here? Paul Blackburn wasn't great. Luckily, it was only a 1-year deal. Fulmer, a lot better. Jimenez, pretty decent. I think we can work with that. I think we can work with that. Cisnero was still good. Amir Garrett was okay. Was all right. The whip is really low, though, so I think we'll be okay there. Yikes. Who got sent down? Who got sent down? Garcia? No, Garcia did not. It was Soto. All right. Starters. We've got Boyd. He's kind of like a cheaper John Means. We've got... that's not good, man. What's going on here? His hits per 9 are just going down by so much. Oh, boy. He's supposed to be like our marquee signing, man. Like, that's not good. Let's get to the... oh, wait. Let me show you the award winners. Casey Mize was fantastic. He might have won a Cy Young. He did not. All right, award winners Cole and DeGrom. So 2 pitchers. There you go. That's how you know the Cy Youngs are there. That's how you know who won the Cy Young. They won MVP. I mean, they clearly were the best in the league. Okay. I like it. We're still good. We should be fine. We're about to head into the offseason. We'll spend a little bit more money. All right, so Miguel Cabrera did retire. So there's that. Tucker Barnhart is not going to come back. Michael Fulmer, I'm going to do this. I'll bump this up. We'll go club option. Should sign that. Robbie Grossman was good. Definitely a good bench bat, but I feel like we just have so many different bench bats now. Like if you look at our outfield, we're going to have Grossman. We'll have Robles, Reyes, Cameron, and then Baddoo, Castro. I just feel like it's a cluster. Could we bring him back? Definitely, but let's just see what else is available. And then Tyler Alexander, we'll keep him. It's a super cheap option, so we'll see what happens there. All right, time to see how much money we have left so I can get this team to being a competitor. All right, we got about 50 mil to spend. Time to boost this team up. Offensively, we're going to have Torkelson. Willie Castro will play versus lefty, so I don't need to sort that out. Center field, we'll go Victor Robles. Right field, do we go Daz Cameron? Do I give him one more shot? I think I do. I think I give him at least another shot, right? Maybe. I'll think about it. Who's available in free agency? Joey Gallo. Mitch. Mitch is normally good for like a season. I mean, I feel like we could get something pretty good out of him for a year. Conforto. Okay. Buxton. Ketel Marte. Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo feels like just like a super safe option. Gives us a leadoff guy, too. Could use that. But do we go after pitching? Is pitching something that we should definitely go for? Probably, huh? Probably. Because we do have a pretty bad team. I feel like that's probably something we should go after, huh? But, like, even the pitching options aren't great. You know what I mean? Like, what is this? What am I supposed to do with, what, Edluz? Are we supposed to pick up Edluz? Do we go, like, Will Smith for a year? Man, this is tough. I feel like even these options aren't great. Catcher, we've got our catcher in Carson Kelly. First base, Torkelson. Second base, third base, we're good. Shortstop, we're good. I feel like if we're going to spend the money, it's got to be the outfield. So who do we go with? Do we bring back JD Martinez as our DH? I'm not against that. I'm not against that at all. Yeah, that's what we do. JD Martinez. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Let's go 2 years. That's what he wants. We'll bump it up to 18 mil. Boom. Perfect. That's a lot of money. I know. But that's our DH. And then what else could we get? Mark Canha feels like a pretty decent signing too. I know he's a little bit older, but I feel like if we're trying to save a little bit of money, especially if we're gonna need to make changes probably next year, Mark Canha feels like just like a super safe, like, here you go, I'll give you like, we'll just go 1 mil, 9 mil, 1 year, 9 mil. I'll even bump it up to 9.5 to get this deal done, and then let's see what other names become available. But let's go for those two. Canha can play the corners, both infield and outfield. I'm not liking this at all. I don't feel like we need a starter. Let's leave it there. Let's go with those options for free agency. First big signing, Wilson Contreras to the Rockies and Gary Sanchez to the Giants and Nola to the Cardinals. We do get JD Martinez. That's a big one. Canha's still on the board. What is Joey Gallo got any offers? 136. So we're gonna have to pay like full price for him. I feel like the moves were, yeah, those are our moves. Joey Gallo to the Giants. I just feel like paying that much for him just isn't the right move right now. Trey Turner, Adam Frazier, Buxton, Barrios, Musgrove, Clevenger, Ketel Marte, Tyone, Margot, and this is where we get our cheap players for the win. Let me see what we can get. All right, for season, I guess technically 3, even though it's really 2 of us taking over. I'm gonna go for Matt Chapman. It seems, rumors seem like the Athletics are trying to sell. Let's go get our third baseman. I feel like that's kind of an area that I need to improve a little bit. Candelario's good and all, but let's bring in Chapman. Let's bring in Chapman. Let's do something a little bit different. I'm gonna trade Candelario and Reyes. Boom, there's a new third baseman. All right, so after the trade, I did extend his contract. We kind of needed to because he did become a free agent, and now our team currently looks like this. It looks like they may have, no, they didn't change it. All right, cool. I was seeing if they changed my lineup, but I mean, look at this team. It's taking steps in the right direction. Nothing too crazy. I guess we do have JD Martinez, Correa, and Chapman, but realistically, it's not like some crazy blown up, I spent $1 billion to turn this team around. And I feel like we could definitely compete. I feel like we could. I forgot to mention I signed him. He's usually kind of a glitchy bullpen arm, so if we need to, we can turn to him. Also signed Cole Sulzer. And then lineup-wise for AAA, we've got, apparently Jackson Jobe can play the infield, so there's that. But I need this guy to pop off this year. I need him to pop off this year. And then I'm going to let Daz Cameron get everyday game time in AAA because he wasn't going to fit in with Harold Castro, who hit a pretty decent average, Badu, Canha, JD Martinez. He just wasn't getting in above them. Even Victor Robles. Whoa, I forgot about Victor Robles here. Victor Robles. We just traded for him. We got to get him in every day. Let's go like Correa there, and we'll move that around. I forgot we traded for him. Oh man, see how crazy this is? I can't even get like everybody that I want in every day. All right, we'll leave it there. That's the move. Whew. We're ranked 7th somehow. Let's do it. All right, we're 103 and 59. I was not expecting this. This is a lot. I was expecting, maybe like 89 wins, maybe creeping into the low 90s. 103. Ooh, hold on. Wait a minute. 103? Are you serious? Are we the best team in baseball just based off of that? We are. No chance. League leaders. What do we got? Casey Mize. And then, yo, the signing of JD Martinez, was that all we needed to do? For third baseman, I did consider trading for Alex Bregman. I was torn between Bregman and Chapman, but then I thought, you know what? I don't trade for Chapman quite often. Let's switch it up. I want to see home runs. 44, 45. Okay. Awards. What do we got going on here? We got 5. All right. Delivery Man of the Year, a Gold Glove, Hank Aaron, MVP, and a Silver Slugger. Okay. All right. Juan Soto won it on the other side. David Peterson. This is the first time I've ever seen David Peterson do well in franchise. Ever. Chris Sale won it on the other side of the league. JD Martinez with the batting title. Soto, Hader, along with Gallegos. Asa Lacy won Rookie of the Year, along with Travis Swaggerty, and then JJ Bleday in second, who apparently is having a really good fall league right now. So it's good for him. Get him back on track. Considered one of the better prospects for the Marlins. At one point, I feel like a lot of people wrote him off after this year. Maybe he'll get back on track. All right. Pitching. What do we got going on here? Someone was sent down. Cisnero. Not a bad season. So I don't understand why they sent him down. Let's see. Anybody else pitch? Soto got sent down. That makes a little bit more sense. A 6 ERA. That's so that one makes sense. But like, I don't know about sending down Cisnero. What do we got for Alexander? There we see. Look at that. Make him a long reliever. He's good to go. Manning struggled a little bit. Fulmer was great. Jimenez was okay, not fantastic. Amir Garrett was good. Garcia came up, pitched 4 innings, didn't allow a single run, and then Gallegos was back to being Gallegos. So I like to see that. Casey Mize. Oof. I mean, look at these 2 years. Casey Mize, you are ace. Boyd, Eduardo Rodriguez had his best year with the team. Turnbull, and then Scooball. Okay. How do we need to get at least one more reliever up in the team. So I don't know who is it gonna be. We need to. We definitely need that reliever. So maybe Cisnero, and then we'll just send down an extra bat that they called up. Who did they call up? They called up Cameron. He went up a lot. He had a really good year in AAA. The thing is, I'm gonna send him down just for now because I don't want to mess with anything that we got going on that's going well. Jonathan Scope can leave after this year, and I'm okay with it. Derek Hill was a really good bench bat. Love to see that. Goodrum was okay. That was a backup catcher, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, let's take a look here. What do we got? Akil Baddoo turns into like the next coming of Trout. Probably better. No, that's not true. Just it's not even Trout though, because like those aren't Trout numbers, but those are really good numbers. I'm trying to think of who would be a good comparison for an outfielder, left field. Let me see if I can find one real fast. I don't want to take too long, obviously. Maybe like let's see, what do we got? Who would he turn into in like, oh man, what's a good comparison? I'm not seeing anybody. It's not Harper. It's not Soto, because Soto does really well too. I'm trying to think of like maybe a Jesse Winker. I guess you could say like a little bit of a Jesse Winker. There we go, Jesse Winker. Obviously Jesse Winker crushes the baseball in real life, but like Akil Baddoo, I'm telling you, mashes baseballs in MLB The Show and in real life too, I guess. Correa is just not doing what I was hoping he was gonna do. Really disappointed there. Mark Canha wasn't bad, kind of similar to Correa. JD Martinez was like the best pickup ever, apparently. Matt Chapman was solid. He even went up in rating, so that's good to see. Had a really good season. Willie Castro, you know what? I don't hate it. I don't necessarily like it, but I don't hate it. Victor Robles is kind of showing that like maybe this wasn't the right trade. And then Torkelson and Carson Kelly. Carson Kelly's killing it. So I like the team. Make sure there's no holes in the lineup. Let's get into the postseason. Maybe this is our year. Okay, What do we got going on here? The Astros. This is a good matchup for us. I mean, what do we have? The Astros, the Blue Jays, the Angels, the Reds, the Mets, and then the Giants and the Dodgers. Okay, let's see what we got here. Boom. Oh, please. Scoop ball. Perfect. Now we're taking on the Blue Jays. Okay, Blue Jays. Whew. Ooh, that's a good win. 8-0. 5-4. Come on. A loss, a win. Close it out, wise. There we go. We'll be taking on the Dodgers in the World Series. I got to set up the rotation. All right, let's take a look at the Dodgers lineup. Let's see what they've changed with this team. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Jeez. Holy cow. Aaron Judge, are you kidding me? And they kept all their starters? What? How am I supposed... What? Are you serious? It comes down to Game 7. Let's do it. But, man, that team is stacked, man. Game 7. How fitting is it that Eduardo Rodriguez is that guy to take the mound for us? We just need to make sure they don't score a bunch of runs. What a way to start the game. Jeez. Holy cow. Oh, boy. That doesn't give me too much confidence for the way it started. A double. Get him to third. That's all we need. Please. Move. There. Akil Baddoo. 3-run home run. 3 runs. Okay, 3-1. Okay, that's fine. Let's get like 4 more. I'll feel comfortable that way. There's 1. Bases loaded for Akil Baddoo again. Fielder's choice. Okay, 4-1. We got that run back though. That's good. A single. Strikeout. A single again. A strikeout. Bases are loaded for Victor Robles. Base hit here. Base hit here. Okay, we got 2 runs. Runner was thrown out going home. 6-1. I will take it. I will take it. 5 innings, 1-run ball. I will take that for sure. Runners at the corners. Akil Baddoo. Give him the MVP now. Give it to him now. It's over. It's over. It's over. This has to be. Eduardo Rodriguez, I'm going to take you out just because I want to be safe, be smart about it. Let's go 1, 2, 3 here. Perfect. Just what we needed. And 2 more lefties coming up. Even better. Oh, man. This is just perfect. This was just what we needed. Bases are loaded. We don't score, but that's okay. I still have faith in the team. Let's not mess around here. Michael Fulmer, come in. Get us out of this inning, please. Bases loaded. 3-run score. I don't like that. That's kind of like right there. It's right on the fingertips. If he can close it out here, that'd be great. Tigers win World Series. Akil Baddoo, have yourself a game. Give him the award right now. It was Carson Kelly for World Series MVP, but you know what? I don't care who won MVP because we won it. Look at those starters right there. Look at them. 2 ERAs. Casey Mize with a crazy stat line. Even look at Turnbull. Bullpen, how we doing? Okay, don't look at that one. Overall, really happy with it. What about the offensive lineup? What do we got going on here? Everybody 8 except for Matt Chapman and Willie Castro and Victor Robles. But okay, just worry about the top half of the lineup. 1 through 4, everybody 8. We did it. I don't know how this team 103 wins. I'm not complaining, dude. That was crazy. I felt like we did a really good job. We got a really good team, and there it is, the Detroit Tigers picking up Erod, potentially Carlos Correa. Maybe, I don't know. That one seems kind of far-fetched. I feel like even signing Carlos Correa, that puts them in a tight budget situation. On top of that, the whole, like, there's still a lot of holes in their lineup, but it could be crazy. It feels like the Detroit Tigers are starting to put something together, start to put those building blocks and get something building here. They've got a young team. They've got some decent prospects. It's looking promising. I hope you enjoyed this rebuild, though. If you did, thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. Of course, in the comment section down below, let me know some crazy predictions, what you think of the Tigers move, anything. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.